Hey, what's going on, guys? A guest here in the channel of Ame004, and I'm here helping out to do a new deck profile. So recently we had a tournament promo wave, and we got a new boss for Brandt Gate, and that is our maid boss for Weepl. I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on what a build of the deck can look like. So for the right line, I'm choosing to play Ruby Red. The grade 1 is going to be Blitz Programmer Straza. The grade 2 is going to be Crashing the Party Black. And lastly, the boss herself, Putzen. Putzen Schwestern Weepl Feygen. Yes, names are difficult. So let's just go through the effects of the right line. So when rolled upon, if you go second, draw one. Very simple, that's a grade 0. Grade 1, when he's rolled upon, you are able to set a grade 1 product from the deck into the order zone, or if you set from hand, you can set from hand, draw one. If you set from deck, you shuffle the deck. Then our grade 2 right line is black. When he is placed, you can search your deck for up to one card with Satoshi in his card name and call him. This is our Koro collab unit. It's just a free body on the board. And lastly, we got our main boss, Putzen Schwestern Weepl Feygen. So her effect is, in the deck, she is also regarded as Putzen Schwestern Weepl. This is going to be important later. Her other continuous effect is, on Vanguard Circle, you reduce the counterblast cost you pay for the auto abilities of your rearguard with Putzen Schwestern in their card names by 1. So basically, you'll realize that all the Putzen Schwestern rearguards are counterblast 1 as their cost. So essentially, their effects will become free. Lastly, when she attacks, you can counterblast 1, choose up to the same number of units with Putzen Schwestern in their different card names as the number of Dispatch 3 Sisters cleaning in your order zone. Stand them and their drive becomes 1. So you can stand up to 4 units because you can play 4 of these orders in the deck. Okay, moving on. I guess we'll start with the grade 1s because they are the bread and butter of this deck. First, we are playing 1 copy of Kennel. This is for the right line effect. Then we are playing 4 copies of Putzen Schwestern Mopi, 4 copies of Putzen Schwestern Brush, 4 copies of Putzen Schwestern Weepl, the original one, and 4 copies of Dispatch Cleaning. And also, we are playing 4 copies of Perfect Guards, 2 copies of Satoshi, 1 cat, and 2 tigers. And in the right line, we are playing Straza. So as you can see, we are playing a lot of grade 1s in this deck, and that is because it is going to be a heavy engine requirement because all of our Putzen Schwesterns are all grade 1s. Okay, first we'll talk about the order since it's one of the most important parts of the deck. Its effect is continuous during your turn in the order zone. All of your front row units get plus 2k. This stacks, so for every copy of them you have in the order zone, that's an additional 2k. So it scales in power, not as fast as other decks may like, but it's still something. Next, we have Weepl, Putzen Schwestern Weepl. Weepl, right? Sorry, this is Mopi. Her effect is, on place, you can counterblast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck to either search for a Dispatch 3 Sisters Cleaning or a Putzen Schwestern Brush. Okay, Putzen Schwestern Brush, her effect is, on place, counterblast 1, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck to search your deck for 1 copy of Dispatch 3 Sisters Cleaning or Putzen Schwestern Weepl. And that's why the grade 3 is also considered a Putzen Schwestern Weepl in the deck, because you can also search it out with the effect. Okay, so Weepl, her effect is slightly different from the other two. Her effect is continuous on rearguard circle. She gets all the effects depending on the number of dispatch 3 sisters cleaning in your order zone. If you have 1 or more, this unit gets plus 5k power. If you have 2 or more, this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects, active on your opponent's turn as well. If you have 3 or more, this unit in the back row center column, and this unit is in the back row center column, all of your back row units get plus 5k each, which is active on your opponent's turn as well. So essentially, the numbers are decent, but it's going to take a while for it to ramp up. It is very essential for you to see the orders in the early game so that you can get all of your Putzen Schwestern Weepls online, both the grade 1 and the grade 3. So this deck tries to search for those orders, and that's what this grade 1 is for. Pentarine. He is a double rare who came out in DZBTO 1, DZBTO 2. Okay, so he's a very weird card. His effect is when he's placed, you can discard a card from your hand to search your deck for any order without Regalia's Piece and put it into the order zone. That order then gains the effect. This card can be played from the drop zone, but instead of going to drop, it can be put into the bottom of the deck. But because we are playing set orders, the cards that we are going to be sending are going to be the Dispatch 3 Sisters Cleaning, which in turn, you can just put into the order zone. It's just a small bit of consistency. You can play more, but I like playing 2. Next, I am playing 1 copy of the Brandt Gate Cat. Its effect is when it's placed on Rearguard Circle or Guardian Circle, you can remove 2 cards that were originally from your right deck from the soul or drop zone and put them back face up in your right deck. And if you place it on Rearguard, you can return a set order from your drop zone back to your hand. This is in case any of the set orders go into damage zone. If they eventually get healed out, you can return it back to hand. Or on Guardian Circle, it gains plus 15k shield, which is good defensively. Next, we have 2 copies of Satoshi. His effects don't matter. You're not on a Black Vanguard. You're not on a Koro Koro Vanguard. He's just a free unit for you to call out of your right line. Don't worry about him. Lastly, 4 PGs, because you want to live. Great. Moving on to the grade 2s. We are playing a total of 5 grade 2s. The grade 2s we are playing, and if we include the right line, it's 6. But the 5 that matter are going to be 1 copy of the Ace unit. This deck doesn't use any energy otherwise, so might as well use it. And you have enough orders in the order zone for you to rest for the on attack effect. And the other card is going to be Magnetes. So his effect is when he's placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have played an order if you have played a set order this turn, you can Soul Blast 1 to look at the top 5 cards of your deck to add 1 set order from among them to hand, or call 1 unit that's grade less than equals to your Vanguard. His second effect, when he attacks a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, he gains plus 5k, but if you have a monster Vanguard, which we do not unfortunately, he gains plus 10 instead of 5. So this is just a small bit of consistency and something to help build the board as you play your game plan of setting Dispatch 3 Sisters Cleaning. Lastly, moving on to the grade 3s, we are playing 3 copies of Weepl Feygen, and that is just our persona right. So as you can see, this deck is playing a lot of grade 1s, just mainly grade 1s, and the idea behind it is you play early, you play hard. And lastly, going on to the triggers, we are playing Brandt Gate's Wincon, 3 draw triggers, 4 heal triggers, and 8 critical triggers. And Ruby Red as our starter. And yeah, that's about it. This deck is honestly very different from what Brandt Gate usually is, because Brandt Gate is really focused on playing set orders and getting utility from the set orders. But Putzen Schwestern Weepl, all we do is use the orders as a check, as a game plan check. And instead of advancing our game plan, it is actually there to just make our front row stronger. A bit more power, a bit more attacks. The new boss really does bring all the support together. When the initial wave of Putzen Schwestern cards came out, we really did not have a good reason to use them. The set order was a bit mediocre, the cards themselves were a bit costly for what they did, and they were very xenophobic. But now that we have a boss that that brings the deck together, this deck is honestly very fun. to play at a casual level. Sure, it's not going to be topping any tournaments, and maybe you want to swap out some of the triple rares that I showed you guys to different pieces, but the core of the deck is honestly very cheap. They're mainly just commons and rares. And Putzen Schwestern Weepl Feygen is a promo boss. So if for some reason you are just running around doing shop tournaments and you happen to open her, hey, give the deck a try. See if you like playing at a lower power. And just have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what Vanguard is about. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and catch you later.